I cut out all the pieces of the next garment that I want to sew up, and I'm actually doing a scrap buster. I sat on the floor yesterday and pulled out all my scraps, and I realized I had enough to make a skirt. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'm actually on my way out of town. I'm just waiting on my husband to come downstairs. So I'm laying everything out and doing what I can before it's time to go. Right now, I'm going to cut out the pocket piece. And I'm doing that in this black fabric. And when I get where I'm going, I'll tell you more about the pattern that I'm sewing and give you just a few of the details. The bag isn't zipped up?
The bag's not zipped up, and I don't want to zip it up if you still have stuff.
No, I don't have anything else to put in there.
I agree.
I don't have anything else to put in the bag. Are you ready now?
Yeah.
I just noticed my button came off. So this was the button. Oh, you probably can't see it, but there's a button there. It came off, so I'm gonna have to put another button. But I don't have any more of these same type of buttons. And I don't know how it came off because it's one of those buttons that you like hammer in. So, oh well. But anyway, I just got some potatoes, sausage, and some grits. And my husband has a great point. He kept asking me if I was sure I didn't want a bowl. And I should have gotten a bowl because the grits are running all over the plate. And he has some fruit over there. I kind of want some fruit too. But I'll eat this first and then maybe grab some fruit. I can't wait to eat. It's been a while, I feel like, since I had something to eat. I really like grits. I never make grits at home though. Even though I like them, I buy them and then I never make them. I think I forget that I have them. I'll put them up in the cabinet and then I'll look up there one day and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot I had these grits. They've been up here forever. what I wore to the airport is this McCall's jacket. I made this jacket a while ago, like years ago. And then I have on a simplicity top. I've made this top several times. I like it because it doesn't call for a lot of fabric, and it's a great pattern to use like for scraps. And then the pants are a no-me pattern. And the pants I also made a while ago, and the 3 pieces just happened to coordinate. The top that I was making is not the top, the skirt that I cut out before coming here is McCall's 8609. I did cut out view A in a size 8. The pattern does call for an invisible zipper in the back, and I looked through my zipper stash and I do not have an invisible zipper, so that is one thing that I do need to pick up. The skirt also has front pockets, and since I'm using leftover fabric, the front of the skirt is going to be black, and then the back of the skirt is going to be, I believe it's an olive green color, and it's corduroy, but it's like the real thin pinwheel pieces, not pieces, the corduroy is not thick, the little, I think it's called wheel or pinwheel with the, okay. The corduroy lines that are vertical are real small, real thin, so they're not like wide. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use for the back of the skirt. I got a late checkout, so I've just been lying around watching YouTube. I decided to finally go ahead and get up and get myself together. I was thinking about something though. So yesterday on the plane, I was sitting in row 16, my husband and I. The lady in row 15, right in front of us, she gets up, right, to go to the restroom. And I noticed her outfit because it was cute. It was just simple. She had on a black and white striped top, some jeans, and a denim jacket. Oh no, not jeans, a black pair of pants and a denim jacket. So black and white stripes, black pants, denim jacket, right? I was like, oh, that's a cute combination. And the jacket had puffy sleeves and everything. It was really, really cute. She slowly eases out of the aisle, so I was able to get a good look at her outfit, you know. She goes to the back of the plane, which was a good ways back. She goes to the restroom, right? Cool. She finally comes back to go to her seat, and I looked up because something caught my eye, and oh my goodness, there was a piece of tissue, I guess tucked into the back of her pants, it had to be, and it was hanging out of her jacket. And so as she was walking to her seat, you could just see the little toilet tissue just flapping behind her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell her. So I got her attention. And then I pointed and she looked down and she was like, ah! So I'm assuming she was like so embarrassed. So she hurried up and she pulled the tissue paper out. Then she got back in her seat. She sat down and she thanked me and thanked me. And I was like, you're welcome, because I was like, I just had to tell her. If it was me, I would definitely want somebody to tell me. What am I looking for? Oh, looking for my eyebrow pencil. Then, after we got off the airplane, my husband and I went to go eat. We stopped to get some pizza. So, after I ate my pizza, well, I didn't even eat it all. I ate a little less than half. I had a little less than half left. And then the waitress comes by. She looks at my plate and she says, do you need a box? And I was like, yes, please. So she goes, she gets me the box. I slide the pizza into the box, close the lid, put the box on the side, and then we ordered dessert. So we were eating our brownie sundae. So good. We shared one. Then my husband paid for the food. I run to the restroom. We're ready to go. We leave, get to the hotel, get on the elevator, and you guessed it, I left my pizza. I left my food on the table. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that was that. And I'm thinking about it, I could be eating that pizza right now. So anyway, that was my day yesterday. All in all, everything was good though. This black fabric is the fabric that I'm using for the front of the skirt. And I have so much of it left over that I decided that I'm going to go ahead and just put a strip on the back of each of the back pieces of the skirt. So I'll stitch this down. That way the back and the front can kind of coordinate. You have two back pieces. So that's why I cut out 2 strips. You will need to cut out 6 pattern pieces, and that includes this pocket interfacing piece, and then there is also a piece for the pocket lining. So without the pocket lining and without the piece here for the interfacing, there are only like 4 major pieces that go to the skirt. I stitched some faux leather pieces together, and I'm using that for the pocket here in the front. And then I decided at the last minute to go ahead and use some of the leftover corduroy fabric to go ahead and add the same little strip to the front of the skirt. We got home last night really late. It was practically like the next day. It was about like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I haven't had time to go pick up a zipper. That's something that I still need to do. And what else? Oh, I wanted to mention that the pattern is rated as easy. So I'm going to pin this down and then stitch this, and then the front half of the skirt will be together. And then I can go ahead and work on the back, and I'll have to run out here soon and see if I can get a zipper. I can either go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby, and I kind of want to go to Hobby Lobby. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Here's the front piece, and there's the back piece. Now I'm going to just place one on top of the other and then stitch down the sides. I'm taking a break on my skirt, and in the meantime I'm looking at my jacket, and I realized that there's a hole here, and that is how the button came off, and it slipped through the hole, this piece here. So this back part had to slip through this hole. I don't have another button the same as that one, but I do have this. So I am going to just stitch this hole up, and then I will just hand stitch this button on. And hopefully, let me see, I didn't even check to see if it'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit just fine. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's a little tough, but at least it won't come out. It's not too loose. I'd rather it be tight than loose. I ended up going to Walmart to pick up the zippers. I only went to Walmart because Hobby Lobby was closed, actually. At the time that I went, it was like pretty early in the morning. And I did get 2 zippers. I got one that's 7 to 9 inches, which is what the pattern calls for. Well, the pattern calls for a 9-inch. And then I just got an extra one just so that I can have an invisible zipper in my stash of notions. So once I put this zipper in, I think I'm gonna be all finished with this skirt. I ended up going with a black zipper. That was the closest color that I can find to this olive looking green. Now that I have the zipper in, I forgot all about securing the waistband. So I pinned it down, and now I'm just going to stitch in a ditch. and then I'll be done because I don't plan to hem the skirt. These edges are all unfinished and I like that, and so I'm gonna do the same thing for the bottom of the skirt and just leave it unfinished. I made this jacket, which is Simplicity 3018. I made this a couple of weeks ago and I had some fabric left over, which is the fabric that I actually used in the back of the skirt. So now I actually have a matching set, and the sleeves are supposed to puff out, so I keep having to like pull them out so that they can do what they're supposed to do. I didn't iron the jacket, I just pulled it out of my closet, but you can see how it looks with the skirt. And then here's the skirt by itself. I just have it paired with a bodysuit. I didn't make this bodysuit, but I love that the skirt has pockets. I really, really like that. And I do agree that the skirt was easy to put together. Sorry about my bra showing. But once you put the zipper in and then finish off the waistband, then you're pretty much done. I've been wanting to try jollof, I think I'm saying it right, rice. So I went and picked up some and I'm going to try it for the first time. It is so hot. The container itself is really hot. Okay, so we'll see if I like it. So I went to a food fest earlier in the year and they had this rice and I didn't get it. I ended up getting fried pickles instead, and ever since the day that I didn't get it, I've been wanting to try it. I don't know if you can see, but the steam is coming off this rice. Okay, it has a smoky smell. Let's see. I hope this is good. Oh, let me say my grace. Okay, let's see. It tastes really smoky. It's good. It just tastes like rice. I don't know. I will eat this. I'm gonna finish it because it is good. And I'm glad I tried it. I had looked up a recipe and I was like, maybe I'll make some at home. And I was gonna go to the store and get all the ingredients, but then I was like, well, let me taste it first and see what it tastes like to see if I even like it before I just dive in and make it. It has a little kick to it, which I like because I like spicy food. And it is good. It is good. I thought it was gonna knock my socks off. And it's good, it's tasty, but I don't know if I would like drive out of my way to get it. I will say if I'm ever out again or if I'm at a restaurant and they have it, I will get it because it is good. Okay. Glad I tried it.